Welcome back to my channel, and if you like that eye, everything about it and many more drawings are on my Instagram. If interested, link is in the description. So for a moment I'll talk about the sketchbook I have from Brustro. It's A5 size and 110 GSM. And I want to fill this up soon so that I could do my first ever sketchbook tour. Yes. So also, if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon because I come up with new portrait drawing videos every Wednesdays and Sundays. So let's get into this video. As usual, I am doing a female portrait sketch. And my initial process is pretty much the same. If you want to know more about it in detail, you can check out my first video, might be popping up in the top right corner. Yes. So, and as you know, while you watch me sketching, I talk. So today I'll talk about the references that I use for my portraits, and I guess it will be helpful for the beginners and everybody because we do take a lot of time choosing reference photos for our drawings, in my case portraits, right? You can also comment down what do you draw mostly, what are your references, what do you take references for drawing. I would love to know. So let's start. Now what I know, because I started as a beginner like everybody else. So what we usually do is we take references of some popular faces initially. Yes, even I did the same. I guess most of us do it. And there's nothing wrong. Like, many artists are doing it and they're doing great. But I'll tell you what worked out for me. So, initially, before that, while you're watching this video, when that comes, actually there's an important tool that I wanted to mention in this video, and I'll talk about it when I use it. So keep watching, and that's a very important tool for drawing, realistic drawing. If you're interested in realism, then that's a very, very important tool. You would not want to miss that out. So keep watching. Till then, yes, references. So, taking references of popular faces. Yes, there's nothing wrong in it. Many artists do it. And yes, they're doing very well. They're doing great, in fact. But I'll tell you what worked out for me. So initially, I also used popular faces, actor, actresses' faces, sports person and all. But what I found is, this is not the right time. I mean, first I should know what a basic head looks like. This is what I thought. Okay, so I wanted to know where all the features normally, they are positioned. What should be my style and approach of drawing? So it was important for me to answer these questions first. And what was happening is, when I took references of these popular faces, instead of focusing on what my priority was, my whole attention was diverted to, resembling my reference photo. And it automatically happens even if you do not intend to. Okay, also if there's some other person watching your work, or you show your work for reviews or feedback, or just they casually see your work, they will definitely judge you based on the resemblance. And I don't think it's that important, unless you're doing it for a client, who demands it, or it's your will. So yes, for me, priority was learning the basics of head. It still is. Learning the basics of head and anatomy, the correct methods and techniques that would work for me. And to draw portraits, because I know eventually with all this, by knowing all this, by practicing, I don't think resembling would be a big unmanageable task for me. So that's why I just switched from drawing popular faces to more of random faces. I mean, the faces I don't recognize too, and many people, generally more people don't recognize, because yes, we do post our works on social media, and if I'm posting any work, I don't want it to be judged based on resemblance. So I prefer taking pictures or photos of, not so popular. Okay, they might be popular, but I don't know them. So such random faces. And yes, it worked for me. I could really improve a lot. I could focus on what I wanted to focus on, without having that unnecessary pressure of making my sketch look like a reference photo. Like, I was not focused on resemblance anymore. And I also understood that's the real motive of using a reference photo. You cannot draw from imagination if you are a beginner or you don't know, because it does not come out correct. So we need a reference, and that is what I use my references for. And by the way, if you want to check my references, I have boards of it on my Pinterest. I'll put the links in the description. Whatever you want, I'll put it in the description. Just let me know. And yes, that was all about the references I take, what works out for me. Now do let me know, what are your views? What do you draw more? What do you take as your references, and what works out for you? And also don't forget to like the video. Yes, if you like my sketching, or if you like what I just talked, or either of it, please don't forget to like the video. Yes, and of course subscribe if you haven't. That's it. And let's wait for that one tool I've been talking about. I was talking in the beginning. And here is the tool that I was talking about. Yes, it's the eraser. Yes, it's not just used for rubbing your mistakes. There's a great lot, like lots and lots of stuffs that you can do using an eraser. It's a great tool. I'll probably do a video in future showing what an eraser can actually do, especially if you want to make some realistic drawings. Here I'm just using it for making some highlights. And trust me, eraser is very important. I just used a normal Apsara eraser. There are a lot of different variety of erasers that I used for different purposes. But you can always achieve whatever you want with whatever you have. That's it. That's it for the video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you soon in the next video. Thank you for watching.